Hello guys, this time today we will talk about one of a female user Plotagonist back in 2021, but is no longer. I'm talking about Aubrey Cox, or also Aubrey the Plotagon Girl 2K2, an infamous user of the Plotagon community who has done a lot of shit. And it's probably not the first time we see a Plotagonist user who commits pedophilia, since there were others who committed other serious crimes that cannot be forgiven. Anyways, let's start talking about this now. Okay, let's start with the first one, talking about her content channel and others in general. There you can see some of her videos that were dedicated grounded videos out of troublemakers, but mainly they weren't about typical troublemakers like Caillou, Little Bill, and Dora, but about more popular shows and other underrated ones like The Simpsons, Phineas and Ferb, Kick Buttowski, Family Guy, and characters other popular shows in Plotagon. However, this doesn't seem very good to us, since in the past she always made this type of content, and she didn't stop or listen to everyone. That she had to stop taking the characters of the aforementioned shows so seriously, mainly those of Adult Swim, but she already stopped doing that. But it still doesn't mean that she improved much, because there are things that I will talk about her most disgusting actions that mean that she is not forgivable in general. Also, Aubrey Cox's content is really garbage and cringe, because she mainly makes very few videos other than grounded videos that are really boring, and she never makes any other related content other than grounded videos. That she had to stop taking the characters of the aforementioned shows so seriously, mainly those of Adult Swim, but she already stopped doing that. But it still doesn't mean that she improved much, because there are things that I will talk about her most disgusting actions that mean that she is not forgivable in general. Also, Aubrey Cox's content is really garbage and cringe, because she mainly makes very few videos other than grounded videos that are really boring, and she never makes any other related content other than grounded videos, or stupid and the most toxic, because most of them are very immature, idiots, and full of assholes, and currently it remains the same. Also, talking about the fact that she has approximately 23,000 subscribers for so many grounded videos that she has made, some people think that she has used subbots, probably they were her grounded videos. But unfortunately there is no proof of that. Back 2022, Aubrey Cox has made a COVID-19 threat to someone. I don't remember the name of the victim. She probably had a dispute with him and made a threatening comment about that user, and this caused a lot of drama because of this, making people expose her as cruel and heartless for saying that. And also making threats to someone, you can get into a lot of trouble for doing that. At least 4 years ago, in back 2021, there was a dispute between Aubrey Cox and Nia Cutie. I know most of you don't know about it, but I remember this, but I don't remember what the reason for this dispute was. But there were probably fights between these users on YouTube for reasons. This caused drama that made Aubrey Cox's fanbase hate Nia Cutie, when she expressed hatred towards Aubrey Cox at that time. However, this calmed down a few months later of the same year, and she apologized to her. Probably from the same year. But however, Nia Cutie no longer trusts Aubrey recently. About her behavior and immaturity that she is nothing more than a woman child who acts like a 4-year-old. It has been seen many that she puts immature comments about her behavior when she is exposed, or when users make fun of or troll her. She becomes aggressive, causing her fan brats to become defensive to attack the people who hate Aubrey. She puts crying emojis between 2021 to 2023, which proves that she is so immature never again. And also her behavior is selfish and crazy, that she could be out of control, is what makes us irritated about her behavior, which is very common among users of the Beyond community, one of the most toxic communities, along with the Plotagon community. Alright, this is the most important result of the video, because Aubrey has become a pedophile, and now unforgivable for this. In back 2023, Aubrey Cox has made a kiss threat to a 15-year-old minor named Random Smoker on Instagram, and while Aubrey was 21 at the time. And because of that, Random Smoker had posted on YouTube in his community tab about Aubrey Cox, who had made a kiss message to him in back 2023, in an Instagram group. Because of Random Smoker wanted to talk about the bad actions that Aubrey has done. But however, unfortunately, I did not have time to take a screenshot for the proof, because when I tried to enter the YouTube page about the post, but I get an error, and probably random smoker already deleted the post. This is something similar that happened to Surrey Barnum, known as Superstar Fanatic Productions, in back July 2024, when Surrey was cheating on his best friend's Victoria the Sweet Princess 2001, since in that same year, Surrey Barnum was exposed as a pedophile on Instagram because he had groomed a minor in Instagram, which was something similar to what Aubrey did, which made it unforgivable. And he closed his channel to avoid backlash and criticism in 2024 same month. However, I have seen that he is still active on musical websites, since he uploaded some music like Spotify in 20.
So what do these weapons look like?
Well, sir, we didn't exactly see them. We just heard them from a long ways off. Never heard anything like it either.
Powell, take point. Gentlemen, move out.
Aubrey's most pathetic apology is coming. Here's the proof in the images of the post. Everything she's saying is excuses, as seen in the screenshots, and it seems like her dad is defending her. What the hell are her parents doing? They're defending their pedophile daughter, while she's recently done an unforgivable thing. They should punish her for the bad things she's done. They should take away her phone, uninstall Plotagon, and get off the internet. Pedophiles shouldn't be on the internet, because they're very dangerous for minors. Also, forget to mention that if she lies to say to close the YouTube account, and probably she would close her YouTube account, and would be a cowardly and damn woman child that could close the account to avoid criticism and hate, which is a very common practice in the Vyond community. When Vyond users commit these serious crimes and close their accounts to avoid criticism and hate are really pathetic and cowards, that's all. As I mentioned, Aubrey Cox's fanbase is considered the most toxic compared to the fanbase of other infamous pedophile users like Scanty Demon AUTTP. Most of Aubrey Cox's fans are basically similar to Scanty Demon AUTTP's fans. They act like she's their queen or something stupid. Also, compared to Scanty's fanbase, they are really very immature. They attack Aubrey Cox haters, whoever exposes her or makes hate comments and trolls her, which Aubrey's fans are really immature man-children, woman-children, toxic, and have not even realized about Aubrey's disgusting actions, just like Scanty's fans. And another one, it is known that these Aubrey fans are really bullies, troll feeders, and assholes, because the reasons are able to take so many seriously the trolls and haters that it is proven that Aubrey fans are immature and troll feeders, and cannot handle the opinions of users who hate Aubrey. And also most of them are basher opinions and use useless terms and other stupid things like Aubrey Cox fans. Similar to how Scanty Demon Op fans. I remember the case at the end of 2022, when Superheather 1992 was the victim of harassment from Aubrey Cox's fans. Superheather 1992 had already lost interest in her by the end of 2022. She closed her account due to attacks from Aubrey Cox's fans. Superheather 1992 returned in 2023. But she is no longer very active, and it is likely that she already abandoned her channel. Talking more about Aubrey Cox fans, the most toxic, immature, and notable Aubrey Cox fan was Sheik the Slacker. This user was quite immature and very toxic, because she was best friends with Aubrey Cox in back 2021, and this is because she took many trolls so seriously, and then she made many alt accounts that she probably used against Aubrey haters and trolls, and she fooled everyone because of her alt accounts. And that's why she was exposed in back 2023. And she closed her YouTube account to avoid criticism. Sorry for mentioning these users, but I have the memory about those cases. Okay, well, this is the conclusion. Aubrey Cox is probably the most toxic user in the Plotagon community, and also the one who has become a pedophile and disgusting, and she lost her second chance and is no longer trustworthy because of this. And it is also one of the main reasons why the Plotagon community is very toxic, although she is not the first Plotagon user to become a pedophile. Since there were some cases about some users of the Plotagon community who have become pedophiles as well, but Aubrey is the most notable of them, so she is easily exposed for being a disgusting Plotagonist pedophile and very immature, who should get off the internet and never come back from YouTube. And I will never be friends with her ever again. Well, that's all for the entire video. I've talked about this infamous Plotagonist user, who is my ex-friend. And that's all for today. Goodbye everyone.